I hate this class. We always do the same thing.
What class?
Environmental science. Mr. Carroll just stands up there and lectures all the time. So boring.
What class do you have right now?
Environmental science.
Everyone always talks about how much they love that class. What's the big deal?
It's awesome. So at the beginning of the class, Mr. Carroll asks us to make questions, and he makes a huge deal of how good they are. And then we make research projects on each of the questions. We're doing a research project on one of our questions right now.
What's the project?
It's a compost bin.
How do you even plan something like that?
Well, first Mr. Carroll asks us to make questions, and then we come up with how and what we need to make a compost bin, and then we build it and design it and present.
Material in the compost interacts with components in the environment, things start to break down and they begin to give off heat. Now, there are several types of manure that you can use in compost. A lot of people like to use cow manure and horse manure because they're abundant, but they are not the most nutritious for the compost material. Does anybody know the most nutritious manure for a compost bin? Anybody? No? Rabbit manure. Rabbit manure is actually the most nutritious for a compost material. However, it's not abundant. That's the problem. If we could have rabbit manure in the same abundance that we have with cow and horse manure, we would have a lot more effective compost. But again, we don't have that kind of availability. Remember that there is going to be a test on this material tomorrow. Good, good. So class, remember that your final presentations are tomorrow. Seen a lot of good work over the last couple of weeks, so I'm sure it'll be no problem for you.
So are you nervous for tomorrow?
Not at all. We co-designed the rubric with Mr. Carroll, and he gave us feedback every step of the way. So as long as you follow that, tomorrow's going to be easy.
We use a calculator?
No, no calculators on this test.
When did we learn this?
That's on page 26 of your packet that I gave you to read 2 weeks ago.
I'll be on the test.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Our group learned a lot from this project. We started from square one and really had no idea where to start. So we did some research and found out how composting works and what microorganisms help the transformation. So there are different kinds of composting. So we created questions, and with Mr. Carroll's help we overcame some obstacles. We learned a lot about it, and we made our composting bin successfully, as you can see in our presentation. So overall, it was a really good project and we learned a lot from it. How am I supposed to do this? Where are the matching questions or the multiple choice? I mean, I memorized the prologue of Romeo and Juliet for English class. I wonder if I could just do that.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I've been doing this stuff since high school. I'll be fine.
Good. All right, so as I was saying last time.